Hey there, Lone Ranger fans, this is Wesatron. Today we're going to be taking a look at NECA's The Lone Ranger Tonto action figure. These just started coming out in 2013, and I'm not sure that they've actually hit store shelves yet, but I did grab this one off the NECA store, their eBay page, with the Lone Ranger for about $36.99. So, same exact packaging as the Lone Ranger. We got the yellow in the background with the Lone Ranger logo in the top. And you can see at the top there it says Disney the Lone Ranger. So it'd be interesting if this created like a new partnership with them, since they have been doing some Marvel stuff too. I'd be really interested to see where this goes in the future. But very simple packaging, no art on the sides or anything, no credits for the artists. On the back there's not even any information about the character or anything, just a shot of the action figure prototype. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You got Johnny Depp, a knife, and a tomahawk. Let's get it open and see what it's like. So really quick, before we get started, I just want to show you guys these two next to each other, Lone Ranger and Tonto. The classic duo, very cool. Lone Ranger is a bit taller than Tonto, which I think makes sense. I think Armie Hammer is a pretty big guy, and Johnny Depp is not extraordinarily tall. So, very cool there. And then just head on so you can see what they look like. Very nice pair. Like, they have very similar paint schemes in terms of the browns and everything, but they're very unique in their own right. Like, you could have either one of these figures on his own and still think that, you know, it was a solid buy. But together, they really do look fantastic. They have some kind of that same general aesthetic. Yeah, very much dig it. Very cool. And just a quick close-up of the likenesses. So yeah, very, very cool action figures. Let's get on to the review. So here's Tonto out of packaging, and I've got him in just a generic tomahawk throwing pose. Very cool, very, very cool action figure. Might actually like him even better than the Lone Ranger. Just really, really nicely done. Articulation is very similar, but a little different, so it will behoove us to go over that. Now, out of the gate, this figure comes with two accessories. The first being his tomahawk. I can get it out of his hand. And you can see, hopefully, I'm going to get it focused there. They did a lot of nice, really nice detail work to the like cord-wrapped handle up here. The beads here that look like gold. Down here we've got wood pattern. Like, they did a lot of detail work on this just to make it really, really match up to the on-screen counterpart. More beadwork down here at the bottom. Very, very cool. Nice, tough plastic, not too flexible. And his hand is designed... I thought that these were actually closed fists, sort of like the old Transformers, and that you would just pop them in, but his fingers are separated, so you can kind of bend them out of the way a little bit to help grab this and the knife. And that's on both sides. His knife does fit in a sheath here on the side. You can see the beadwork there again. Very, very cool. Nice kind of glossy black there to help sell the idea of leather. And let me just pull this blade right out. You see it's a very, very small blade. But kind of looks like maybe stone or unpolished steel blade. I'm guessing stone, but it might be a little too sharp for stone. Or a little too well defined. But very, very nice work. Again, with the beads on the handle. Just really, really nice. They did a great job on the weapons for them being so small. And the knife also can fit in the hands. Either hand, I think, will grab either weapon. But it's up to you how you want to display them. So pretty sweet. Now, while the likeness is not as good as the prototype, it's actually still really, really good. Like, it looks a lot like Johnny Depp. You know, it's got all that, like, cracked makeup and everything on it. You know, the war paint. But underneath, you can still definitely make out the nose, the mouth, some of the eyes. If you look closely, they even painted through some of the eyebrows there. Just really, really nice job on the likeness. I really wish I knew who sculpted it, because they did such an amazing job on it. Just really, really cool. I dig it. He's got nice bandanas up here that are different colors. We've got some red, some kind of brownish yellow, some maroon. The bird, which I'm guessing is a crow on top if it's supposed to be Native American, I would guess a crow, which has some depth to it as well. It's black, but it also has some blue in there, just to kind of bring out those details. Nice black polished silver, or black polished beak, not silver. Beads in the hair, feathers in the hair. These feathers are kind of a maybe a white with a heavy black wash, or maybe a little yellow in there. It's kind of hard to tell under the lights, but same deal over here. Very, very cool. Great war paint all throughout. Looks like maybe claw marks here over some mud. Same on the arms. On both sides, and it's not just, you know, slapped on there either. You can see the texturing there on the arms, where it's actually meant to look like mud or paint built up. Like, they did an amazing job on this, you know, compared to the regular skin, which is very smooth and nice looking. He's not over muscled or anything. Underneath the I'm not sure what this is called, but the neck piece here, which is like free floating, it moves out of the way. You can see it's just, you know, a very smooth, simple body. They didn't go overboard with it, trying to make him look like a superhero, which is really cool. Awesome details in the belt, like super cool. The pouch over here, which is all this stuff is completely free floating, like including his hair even. Like, he's actually got better range of motion in his head than the Lone Ranger, and his hair is 4 times as long, so pretty amazing. The dress on the breastplate as well. Well, not breastplate, but over his chest. I don't know what to call it. But the loincloths, everything, very nice, soft material. He's got a Western-style belt here. You see it's put on backwards, where it's got that nice leather work, though. It goes all the way around. Because I noticed that from the front, I was like, that kind of looks like a cowboy belt. And if you spin it around, it does have a big silver buckle on the back. So that's a pretty neat touch to the character's costume, and very well recreated by NECA. More soft details over here to the side. Really nice pattern paintwork as well as texturing. Very cool stuff. NECA's they're just kicking butt over there. They're awesome. Nice soft details here on the side with the fringe. Just totally amazing. The shoes are not, well, I guess moccasins maybe? Not detailed on the bottom, but do have peg holes. Interestingly enough, one is up here in the middle of the foot and one is at the heel. Interesting. I wonder if that's just to help you find like the right balance no matter where you put a stand. Cool. Yeah, just amazing figure. Looks like Johnny Depp. Great details. Even if you weren't into you know, the movie at all, this would just be a really cool action figure to have. Like, just amazing. If you just wanted to make it like a really weird super team, or like a NECA version of Super Friends, hey, Apache Chief right here. But yeah, really cool figure. Really like all the details. Articulation-wise, he is also no slouch. As I said, he's got better range of motion in his head than the Lone Ranger. Get him all straightened up here. We've got downward motion in the head is the ball joint. We've got upward motion, which is very nice. He's got very nice rear motion. We've got tilt action, which is totally good. Look at all that tilt. That's like incredible. His front might be the weakest point, but it still goes very far forward. Like, everything is just so well done. Very cool. Swivel hinges in the shoulders go out to about there, and of course all the way around, nothing to hinder them. I haven't seen any paint rub or anything up here on the shoulders, so that's very nice. Swivel hinges in the elbows get about 90 degrees, and then rotate. We've got the ball joints in the wrist that have a great movement, which is great for all those knife and tomahawk poses. Very cool. We don't have the ball joint in the midsection because it would have been exposed in the sculpt, but we do have a nice ball joint here in the waist. So he goes back very far. Let me get his arm out of the way here. Back very far, forward very far. Some side to side, not as good as the Ranger probably, but still good. And then, of course, rotation. So very nice motion in the waist as well. He's also got the diaper-like accessory. I don't really know what to call these, but it's like a rubber overlay for the plastic here. You can see as I'm pushing it, it'll just, you may not even be able to see that, but it is a softer plastic. And it's the 90-degree hips, so swivel hinge swivel. And they go forward perfectly far. Nothing to hinder it going forward. A little bit of hindrance going back, but really not much. Better than most companies, so very cool. Out to the side is fantastic. And then we've got swivels right there. We've got swivel hinge knees. They are blocked a little bit by the sculpt. I think this one is probably worse off than this, but you get about that much motion on this one, so not 90 degrees. But this one I've had a lot more trouble with, like, maybe I'm just not pushing it hard enough. It's actually not that bad. So that's pretty cool. And then the rotation on both sides, so very cool. So yeah, better motion in the knees than I initially thought. I just wasn't pushing hard enough. I'm always really delicate with knees when they first come out of the package, so that's my bad. More of those awesome paint details. They got a really nice wash all throughout the pants. Yeah, you can see that now. Very, very cool stuff. But anyway, back our articulation. We've got ball joints in the feet that are hidden so well, you probably can't even see these, but the line for articulation is right there, right above the foot. Like the pant leg goes down over the feet, but the articulation is still in the pant leg. So you can see where I'm moving it there. Isn't that awesome? They did a great job hiding that articulation on both sides. Like, you can't even tell that that's a joint until you start moving it around. So it is the ball joint, so it goes down very far, forward very far, and then in and out. So very cool. He's got great motion in his feet for deep stances and everything. He's going to be very stable on your shelf is what that means, but it also means he's going to be able to sell his poses. It's not going to look like, you know, somebody is, you know, an action figure on your shelf. He actually looks like a character who's doing deep poses, which I really, really dig. So this figure, man, the hands look really good too. Just really, really cool. I really, really dig this figure. I gotta say, I actually like him better than the Lone Ranger. I really thought I was gonna like the Lone Ranger better, but he is awesome. So yeah, anyway, this figure is going to be about $15 to $20 depending on where you get him. I think if you get him for $15, you've definitely done an amazing job. Great steal there. If you get him for $17, you're still in a great range. $20, I'd say even at $20, he's a great deal. I mean, for like $22 now, the DCD figures definitely don't have this level of articulation or paint. Just a really, really outstanding figure. I can't say enough about it. If you get the opportunity, definitely pick him up. I promise you won't be disappointed. Lightness is great. Details are incredible. The paint is fantastic. Just everything, head to toe, awesome action figure. If you guys have any questions or comments, please hit me up below. I'd love to help you make the decision to pick up this figure because I think you really will like it. Yeah, anything at all, I'd be glad to answer. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much to the subscribers. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.